What up, guys? 2021 brought us some great titles, and today I just want to share with you 6 games that I really enjoyed for 2021. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. Let's get into it. Little Nightmares 2 was not on my radar, but as soon as I saw the game, I knew that I had to play it. And the reason for that was because the visuals really is what stood out for me at first, of course. And then the fact that I was playing like as a little boy that just looks lost and confused and just trying to get through this dark, ominous world kind of drew me in some more. So I knew I had to play it. So Little Nightmares 2 has these sort of obstacles that give you nightmares, truly. And you must guide this little guy through all these obstacles and hope that he doesn't die. Obviously, I died plenty of times, but since it is just a game, I definitely got hooked and wanted to see it through. So you'll see the obstacles like these where they're simple, but they have something that is so, just so connective to the game that you must complete it in order to get to the next obstacle, as you can see. So this is kind of like what you'll be presented with, but in very, very different scenarios. I mean, really different scenarios. Every one of them is vastly different from the next, and you'll never get bored because there are some weird things going on in this game. They're strange and ominous and freaky, and that's what keeps you going. And the fact that, you just want to finish the game to see what is at the end just kept me going for this title the whole time. I really enjoyed Little Nightmares 2. Let me know in the comments below if you have picked it up and played it, and what are your thoughts about it. Now, Cyber Shadow was definitely on my radar. This one, for all the reasons that I love this game, is mainly because it takes me back to the old school Nintendo Ninja Gaiden glory days. I grew up with Ninja Gaiden, and so this was just natural for me to want to pick up and play. So if you guys have not played this game, I strongly urge you to pick it up and give it a try. Not only for the nostalgia, but because the game actually takes a lot from Ninja Gaiden, the 8-bit version, in my opinion, but then polishes it and makes it its own and gives you something new and refreshing. What I like also about the game is the obvious visuals. They are 8-bit and retro, but they just have an enhanced detail to them. The parallax scrolling is better, the colors are better, obviously sharper visuals, so you are getting something special here. And if you haven't played this game, I mean, honestly, guys, do yourself a favor and pick this game up and play it. Not only that, but I want you guys to know that there's so much skills and power-ups to pick up from this game. I found it very pleasing. They worked in a lot of different ways. It was well thought of. The game was really well designed and thought of to put those skills to the test once you acquired them. So the different areas are awesome too. Like in this particular area, you're trying to reach into the system to actually kill off a virus. So those type of things are really unique to this game, And as you move forward through the game, you're going to realize there's so many of those moments. Anyway, I highly suggest you guys pick this up. Let me know in the comments below what you think about Cyber Shadow. Now, it seems like I've been talking a lot about remakes and retros, and this is no exception. I grew up with Alex Kidd. I was just a kid. I was probably like 7 or 8 when I picked up the original. So when I knew that this was coming out, I had to pick it up. I had to see what they were going to perfect on. And there's a lot. First of all, the gameplay is the first thing that this game had to capitalize on. Because the first game was what made it different, what made it stand out was the gameplay. So naturally, they've polished the gameplay here. It remains pretty much the same, but it is way better in so many different and various ways. The characters, the animations, the graphics, obviously those things were going to be better, but I was worried about the gameplay. Also, one thing that I really like about Alex Kidd in Miracle World DX was that there is this switcheroo that you'll see later on in this video where you can switch between the original game, the 8-bit version, and the game that you're seeing now. That, my friends, was a really cool touch because there are some levels in this game that, as far as I'm concerned, it's my opinion, I think it's easier to do as the 8-bit version. And there are others where it's easy to do with the new one. So, to each his own, right? But there are areas where I found it easier to do the 8-bit version switch on there. Super, super cool, little feature that they put in there, because I don't have to go back and play the 8-bit version every time I want to play Alex Kidd. Now, a lot of you may say, well, Alex Kidd wasn't that popular. Might be true, but when it was popular, it was one of the better titles for the Sega Master System. So I'm happy to see this come out. I'm happy to see it return. Had a ton of fun. Tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think about Alex Kidd in Miracle World DX? Now, this title here, like I said, it's been the year of great remakes, and Street Fighter Rage 4 Mr. X downloadable content was definitely on top of my list. I had already played the original, loved it. I didn't think I was going to like it, but then I heard that DLC was coming, and I was just like, take my money. So what the DLC actually includes, most of you probably already know this, is 3 new playable characters. You've got a survival mode. You've got weekly challenges adapted to that. You've got new enemies and weapons, and you get the new music from the composer Lee Topez. I think that's the way his name is said. I'm sorry if I butchered that. But where I spent most of my time was on the survival mode. It's just full of customization. You upgrade your character to new moves. You can get new power-ups. You can choose between what you want to power up. Sometimes it benefits you. Sometimes it doesn't benefit you, and you have to pick the lesser evil. but overall, it makes it so much more interesting. Another touch is that you get these cool retro 16-bit levels where you obviously recognize them from the Streets of Rage 16 version for the Sega Genesis, and what a nice touch! I absolutely love that aspect. There's many more like this, where if as long as you keep moving up in levels in each challenge that they give you, you'll continue to see these. But the characters get harder, the bosses get tougher. So there is a deep challenge here that keeps you coming back for more. Guys, I'd highly recommend the downloadable content Mr. X. Um, at the end of your fight, if you did a good job on these challenges, you get to have these cool new moves that obviously you didn't have when you began. And I think that's just a great idea. I hope that DLC content continues for Streets of Rage 4, just like Mr. X. But let me know in the comments below if this was something that you played in 2021. Let me know how you like that. Now, this one was something I had already heard about before. I knew that it was coming out, and I couldn't wait to play it because it has like this Pixar type movie, um, just animations. And of course, everybody knows this game is Kena Bridge of Spirits. Here's one of the uh, more final bosses at the end. But obviously, I wanted to show you a little variety of levels here. She has the ability to move rocks and use them as platforms. She upgrades her weapons. She has bombs. She uses her little furry little friends as as power ups, and they help her along get to things. So, Kena Bridge of Spirits really took me by surprise because I wasn't expecting the gameplay to be that good, especially for a beginner sort of developer. I don't want to say they're beginner in what they do, they're just sort of new to the whole video game realm because judging by the game, they were, I think, an animation slash movie developing company first. So kudos to the developers who actually got in on this and made it a game. It's fabulous. You guys should definitely play this. Don't think about it twice. Kena Bridge of Spirits is one that is going to surprise you in many ways because it really does a fantastic job on its visuals, on its audio, on its gameplay. Everything scored big, and everybody seems to love it. What are your thoughts on Kena Bridge of Spirits? Did you play that in 2021? Let me know in the comments below. Guardians of the Galaxy. I wasn't expecting Guardians of the Galaxy to bring anything cool like to the table as a video game. I know that I love the movies. I think that's one of the biggest reasons why I decided to give it a chance. And I thought to myself, well, it doesn't have the character animations from the movie, or the recognizable, faces from them, except for maybe Rocket. But yeah, I really wasn't going to pick it up, and then I started seeing all the reviews and everybody talking about it, and I thought to myself, well, let me give it a try. I mean, if anything, I'll play it for a little bit, and I'll put it down 15, 20 minutes later. But that wasn't the case at all. Actually, Guardians of the Galaxy is a visual treat. I mean, the graphics are like, man, like super good. I wasn't expecting to have such a nice, sharp visuals for this one. All the detail and the work that went into the graphics is astounding. Um, it's just fun to play. Like hearing you make decisions based on some offers that you have there, and depending on what you choose, you can either earn people's trust or your team's trust, or lose their trust, and they can even get mad at you. I remember Rocky got mad at me because I threw him somewhere. So yeah, I mean, it's just fun to play and get involved with the storytelling here. But overall, the battles are fun. The discovering of places is fun. The going to different planets is super cool and fun. I mean, can I talk about the visuals again? They're just astounding to me. I can't wait to see what the developers can do with an engine like Unreal 5 with this sort of thing. I mean, if it right now, if it's cool like this and so detailed and just full of just awesome effects, I can't wait what they do next. So, was Guardians of the Galaxy on your list? Did you play it? Let me know in the comments below what you think about the game.
Just as broke as me, just as depraved, self-centered, mindlessly chasing every unit, bar, contract, bank to rob.
I still like many of those things.
So do I. But none of those things are why we're here now, right? You're down here kicking ass for Drax. Not Drax the Destroyer, not Drax the rampaging criminal. Drax.
All right, guys, so I do have one more honorable mention here to wrap up my video for 2021, and this is Hot Shots Racing. Hot Shots Racing came out in October of 2020. Now, I know what you're going to think, this wasn't 2021, but because it was late in the year, I've been playing this game sporadically throughout 2021, so I thought I should mention how fun this game was. I mean, apart from having the cool, clean, polygon, no detail type of look of this of effect, I also liked the fact that it's just a game that you can just pick up and just play. It's not a simulator where you have to upgrade every single thing, although there is upgrades on these cars. So you can customize their color, their brakes, their tires, their speed, and to that extent, yes, there is customizations. But it doesn't get deep into like simulators. So it's just an arcade, just a pick up and go. If you remember Virtua Racing, if you remember Outrun back in the day, that's the type of game that you're getting with some customization options. I love that. I love that you get these options on top of just the original arcade platform. There's also other things like you can be the robber and someone's chasing you, or you can be chasing that person to get the loot. So there's different challenges there. But overall, I'm very, very happy and very impressed with this game. I really think you guys should pick it up. You won't be disappointed. Other than that, guys, this is all that I have for you on this video. Let me know if you enjoyed the video by hitting that like button, and subscribe if you want to see more of this content. Other than that, guys, I just want you guys to have a safe new year, and I hope that in 2022 we get lots more awesome games. There's a lot to wait and to look forward to. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys. This is RMG. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good day.